There it is, right there. Center Street Grill, shout out. 999 miles. Today is the day. Today is the day I will break 999 miles on my Onewheel Pint. Alright, what's up guys? Today is the day I'm gonna break 999 miles on my Onewheel Pint. And I'm gonna give you guys 9 of my top tips for all you pint riders out there of what I've learned in these 999 miles. But first we gotta ride 2 more miles, so here we go. There's nobody at this park. Probably because it's really cold out. But yeah, we are so close. 1 more mile. When is it gonna be? When is it gonna be? When is it gonna be? I don't know. When is it? Am I even recording still? It's gotta be sometime soon. 1 more mile. Come on, 1 more mile. There it is, right there. Center Street Grill, shout out. 999 miles. 999 miles, right there. There it is. Let's screenshot that. Kaboom. I don't know what to do now. You know? Let's do my first tip. First tip, here we go. Alright guys, tip number 1. Tip number 1, wear a helmet. I used to not wear a helmet until I accidentally almost got hit by a car. The car was turning left, I was coming on the road, turning left. I had the right of way, but he didn't see me, I was in his blind spot. Anyway, he almost clips me. My life flashed before my eyes, and as soon as that moment happened, I went to the store, to Walmart, bought this helmet, put these fun stickers on, and I ride with this thing ever since. So that's number 1, wear a helmet. Pretty simple. Alright guys, update. I just dropped my phone and I cracked my screen protector, and I'm sad because this is the first screen protector. Oh gosh, why is it so hard to talk to on camera? I've never cracked my screen protector like this before, so anyway, carry on. Alright, tip number 2. Respect the pushback. Pushback is when your board is telling you to slow down. Basically, it has no more battery to allow the board to be level. So it will force you to slow down and brake, and if you try to overcome this, you'll go too fast and the board will throw you in the dirt. I've had this happen twice to me now, and trust me, it is not something you want to experience. It is terrifying, and it hurts really bad, and it's also extremely dangerous. So once you feel that pushback, you gotta slow down. Just slow down. That's all you gotta do. The Pint isn't off-road. Tip number 3, slow down when you're passing people. A lot of people can't hear you because you're the Onewheel is so dead silent. So a lot of people will get scared when you surprise them, especially if you're going really fast. So just slow down when you're passing people and just be respectful for everyone else using the sidewalk or trail or road or whatever. So that's tip number 4. What's up, little buddy? Little squirrel. What a cute little guy. Goodbye, squirrel. Tip number 4. Don't be afraid to get these things dirty, wet, or scratched up. These things are built like tanks, man. I wouldn't say they're indestructible, but they're pretty close. I've had a lot of friends who have like electric longboards, and those things will, you know, you have to repair the wheels, the motors, or the belts especially. But man, this thing, I haven't had to do basically any maintenance on it, so they just keep going. So yeah, don't be afraid to get these things dirty or wet. Plus, you could easily clean them up. Best way I found to clean these is just to use a bucket of water and a big old brush. So you just scrub it down and it cleans up real nice. Alright, side note, it is freezing out here and my hands are just absolute icicles. It's like the steepest hill in all of Logan. It's called the Dugway. But you get some pretty sweet regain to charge your batteries, so we like it. This brings me to the next tip, 6 or 7 or 5, I don't remember what we're on. Sewage drains and water drains. I guess that's what they're called. I have no idea what they're called. This is what they look like. These things. These things are a Onewheel Pint's nightmare. Let me explain. Okay, so these water covers, first off, they're everywhere on every road. Second, they are set in the ground, so when you roll over them, it's like a big old dip. Third, they are just the perfect size for your one-wheel tire to fit inside of, and they catch you by surprise all the time. However, I recommend that you run over them as well as sewer covers on purpose, just to get a feel for what they feel like. That way when you do happen to accidentally run one over, you might have the muscle memory to keep yourself on your board and not get thrown around too much. So, yeah, careful of those. This next one goes along with motorcycles. If you ever ride motorcycles on the street, there's a good practice on riding your motorcycle as if and pretending like you are invisible to all other cars. That way you're basically driving very defensively and always looking out for other cars who don't see you. Same with the one wheel. You know, you're so small. It's not like a big old bicycle. It's you know, it's just you and this little board. So especially if you're riding close to cars or in the city or whatever, just ride as if you're invisible to all other vehicles and cars and people. That way, you know, you're always avoiding them and they don't have to avoid you. So yeah, just a good safety tip for you. So. Guys, I just put those one-wheel rail guards on. My girlfriend got them for Christmas for me, and I still regret buying the brown leather bumpers and fender. However, I think it looks a little bit better, so. All right, now let's talk about like some safety for you and other cars around you. Never turn your lights off, especially if you're riding at night. There's no reason that you should just have them off, right? Might as well be more visible to cars. For this one, I'm just gonna say, get out and ride your board. The more you ride, the better rider you're gonna become, and the more practice you have. So yeah, just get out and ride in all different kind of conditions too. You know, ride when it's hot and cold, which will depend on how good your battery life is. Change the pressure of your tires, ride in the snow, ride in the dirt, ride in wet asphalt, ride in the rain, ride at night. Just be careful when you're doing all those things, but the more conditions and different situations you ride in, the better rider you'll become, so. Alright, and the last thing I'll say is, as soon as you get home, plug your board in. That way you are always charged up and ready to ride whenever. It always sucks when you realize that your board is at like 40% or 50% or even like 80%. And you're like, oh, I can't go as far as I probably could have if my board was charged up, so. Alright, that concludes my 9 tips on riding a Onewheel Pint 999 miles. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.